senior, beginning in 2025, are going to have to pay more than $2,000 a year for all their prescription drugs, including cancer drugs that are $10,000, $12,000, $14,000 a year. And my second term, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that same plan available for every single American. Again, saving the federal government hundreds of billions of dollars over time. We're going to make housing more affordable. That means taking on corporate greed and getting the rents down. We're going to build 2 million housing units and cap rent increases at 5% a year so corporate landlords can no longer gouge everyone like they're doing. We can do this. We're going to end Trump's tax cuts for the very wealthy and the corporations to make the tax code fair. I kept my commitment. I thought,
So in my opinion, guys, he has come out pretty strong. But I still don't think he's the guy to put out this message because there's so much that he could talk about, but he just doesn't have that energy. All right, let's get back to it.
We're going to make billionaires. We have 1,000 in America since the pandemic. Pay a minimum tax of 25%. You know what? By the way, you know what they pay now? A billionaire's federal tax is 8.2%. Not a joke. I'm not making this up. Because no billionaire should pay a lower tax rate than a teacher, a firefighter, a nurse. It's ridiculous. That one thing alone would generate $500 billion in revenue over the next 10 years, allowing us to do more for child care, elder care, bring down federal deficits, do so much more. We're going to continue to secure the southern border. Look, after Trump killed the bipartisan effort we put together that a lot of Republicans supported as well, he got on the phone, and he called all his friends because he said, if in fact you vote for it, it's going to be a win for Biden and a loss for me, so don't do it. Well, the Republican Party...
Yeah, that was devastating, by the way, for Donald Trump. The fact that he was actually doing that is like horrible. So, good point.
Border encounters have gone down over 50%. We're going to keep it going down, fixing our legal immigration, creating pathways for citizens, for dreamers. I made it clear there are over 500,000 spouses in America, married to Americans, who don't have a green card after 10 years here. They're now going to get their green card. Folks, the days of failed trickle-down economics are over. My first 100 days of the second term is going to continue.
By the way, there was a lot of protesting earlier as he was talking. There was a lot of protests. You can hear them screaming, "Free Palestine." So clearly, people are not happy with him right now.
Everyone, look, what's America all about? Everyone in America is entitled to a fair shot. Just a fair, no guarantee, a fair shot. But in America, we're going to leave no one behind and give everybody a fair shot. That's all they are. Folks, let me close with this. I know I look 40 years old, but I'm a little bit older. Hopefully with age comes a little wisdom. And here's what I know. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong.
Tell the truth then. Is it a genocide?
Americans want a president, not a dictator. And I also know no self-respecting American president will ever be Putin's puppy like this guy is. That's what he is. You know, Americans want to protect their freedoms, not give them up. I know what America stands for. We stand for the proposition that all people are created equal, deserve an equal. Oh, I mean, we've never fully lived up to it. We've never
So for everyone who is voting for Trump, I would love to know why. So just let me know why you're voting for Trump, and why you're not voting for Biden. Just comment it below.
Democracy. Are you with me? Are we going to stop Donald Trump? Let's get this done. Let's remember who we are. We are the United States of America, and there's nothing beyond our capacity when we do it together. God bless you all, and may God protect.
All right, guys, as you can see there.
You've been listening to President Biden.
That was an old man talking about a whole lot of nonsense. And looks like people still believe in him. So, my analysis, I think he had to come out strong, make a case that he isn't completely old and decrepit. On that curve, I would rate him a 7 out of 10 because he was forceful. He still had a few moments where he was, don't listen to this guy, listen to me. Look, you gonna listen to that guy? I'm the man. I'm the one you should be listening to, you feel me? Not this, look at this. You think this man knows what he's talking about? You think, look at this paid puppet. I'm not paid by nobody, so I guess, I can give you the truth. My take on it is he had to come out forcefully, and like I said, 7 out of 10 on that scale. And what else? We aren't voting for Trump per se. We are voting for Trump's policies. Okay, what Trump's policies do you like? Like, which ones do you like? What Trump policies? Is it the wall? Because I could understand a wall, but like, that's not really the United States of America. United States of America is not a wall type of country. That's the whole point of the United States. It's like freedom. But I get it. Let's see. What other Trump policies? Tax cuts for the rich? I mean, I guess, sure. If you're trying to save $1 when you have $1 million, yeah, sure. That's cool. What else? The fact that he tried to overthrow a government. That's not really something that I would want from a president. Let's see. Okay, the border, taxes. It is a wall kind of country. How is it a wall kind of country? It's the United States. You can't profess to love freedom and then be like, hey, I want a wall around my country. It's like, those are opposing beliefs. But I get it. You want to be like North Korea or something? You want to be like Putin? I mean, I get it. And yeah, a lot of Trump supporters, are you guys kind of like, do you guys love like authoritarians? Do you actually know what that means? Do you actually want a country where like one person's in charge? Like, do you know what that actually looks like? I don't think you would like that. Let's see. Let me take this over here, guys. Give me 1 second. Don't listen to this guy. Listen to me. Let's move over here to our little station. Our little DJ station. conversation, you know what I mean? Let's have a real conversation, man. Yeah, but as we are set up here, still a little lights, camera, action type deal. You feel me? Yeah, man. Anyway, like I was saying, Joe Biden did have a lot of people that were protesting against him. So I think that is something that people you can ignore that to your own peril. But you can't really ignore it forever because you need people to vote for you, right? So I think this Israel war will really hurt him. Like I said, I watched a little bit of the speech. I might have to go back and watch it again. But from what I just watched, I, I'm convinced right now that he's not the guy to carry the message. Because there's so many points that a younger person with a voice could probably make. I've got fences around my yard. People have walls around. That's not a that's not really a point because the United States has lived its whole life without walls. So I mean walls. So the case for walls, is it just a symbol to say that you care more about the United States? Or because let, don't forget, the United States is a country of immigrants. Like where are your uh, ancestors from, right? Like nobody's like I mean anyway. I don't wanna let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the speech. Um, he had a lot of points that I thought he could have been making. But Joe Biden is just old, man. Like, we can just call it what it is. Like, yo, the guy is old. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want 81-year-olds on the road. Why would you want him like running a whole country? Trump too. Trump is not just old, he's crazy. He's crazy and old and mean. Anyway, I want to make some haters. Which one of y'all agree with what I'm saying right now? Give you a little ASMR. ASMR. But yeah, and that speech, it was kind of forceful. Okay, I get what the polls say, man. I'm just trying to understand how you think. Like, do you understand that what happened on January 6th was a coup, like an attempted coup? Do you know what attempted coups are? Do you know what they could do to a country? You want people coming to this country, but they have to be legal. Absolutely. But there are different ways of doing it. Like, so, okay, so you think a wall is what is going to stop them? Do you know how big the boundaries of the United States are? Like, I mean, more power to you. I hope it works. Um, okay, let's put this into perspective. Do you know the United States like is addicted to drugs pretty much? So they need the cocaine to come into the country. They need all these illicit drugs. Because who do you think, like Wall Street, do you think they function like without completely being hammered all day 24/7? I mean, read between the lines here. Anyway, going back to the speech. Um, let me, let's get to the speech in a little bit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go all the way back and see if there are any points that I can take from that. And yes, some points about Joe Biden. He supports unions. Trump does not support unions. You cannot even say Trump supports unions. Biden is anti-segregation. Well, that's kind of hard to say when, by the way, America is not a democracy. See, that is something that I've started hearing a lot from like MAGA supporters. What the hell? Do you not? That is okay. This guy will never directly address me or directly have a conversation with me or debate with me because he knows he will lose. Yeah, what? He's not based in fact, he's based in feelings that dictate beliefs about things rather than logic. I don't need to make him look like a fool, he'll make himself look like a fool. Hey, Threshold, could you win a fight against 3-1? Oh. I thought that was a serious question. But yeah, we've got Joe back. Okay, we got Joe back. I guess that's, oof. Anyway, yeah, Joe Biden could really lose this, and that is what to me is so dangerous because actually people don't realize how like January 6th was such an event that if it happens again, like people always talk about third world countries. January 6th is the definition of third world countries. It was such a sad day, and to see people forget it so quickly, someone who was behind a day like that in the United States of America should never be close to power again. Look at him. Threshold moment. Please, I would actually love to have like conversations with people that don't agree with me, but calling others, fools and all these like name castings, I don't think that's actually smart. If you actually want to debate or like have points, I can give you a few points of what I believe. I believe healthcare should be a right. Every European country has free healthcare. The United States doesn't have healthcare. Why? I can tell you why. Big Pharma, the health industrial complex that needs unhealthy people to pump into their system. Um, FDA being woefully underfunded is a good example of that. So I do believe healthcare is a right. So, but clearly Trump doesn't believe that. So um, Threshold moment, you make no sense. Anyway, my analysis of this is that Joe Biden is not the man for the job. Um, and he can try, but I don't think 4 more years of this is something that his stamina should be up to. And maybe he is up to, but the thing is, are you going to be? United States is not a constitution; it is a constitutional republic. Learn the difference. Are you just copying and pasting everything you're saying right now? Because I want to reply to it, but I don't know if you're just a robot. If you're a robot, type your next word without the caps lock, so I know that you know how to actually type and you're not just copying from some racist website that you found. So Joe Biden here is saying that he will beat Donald Trump again. He says Donald Trump is a loser. Donald Trump is a loser, says Joe Biden. And the people screaming "lock him up" in the crowd, I don't necessarily believe that that's a good thing, to be honest. Let's not be stupid MAGA. MAGA is probably the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? Because they're just like cultish, and that's not cool. And I don't care if some of y'all are watching and you're MAGA, you good. You don't have to watch, but y'all are stupid. Threshold moment. What is your debate about? What would your debate be about? You stated that America is a thing. I stated America is not a constitution. Okay. America is a democracy. What is a democracy? Well, how does your constitution start? We the people. That's literally a democracy. For the people. So you're saying, so define voting. What is vote? If we weren't a democracy, voting wouldn't be a thing. You vote for your representatives. Even at the local level, that's a definite. I think you guys are flirting with trying to just burn down your whole house, and I don't know if you understand how serious it is, but I'm not here to judge you. I feel sad, Coward Democrats. See, now you go into okay. Let me get an idea of where you are in your life. Are you a millionaire? Are you just a middle class? Are you working every day trying to just make a living paycheck to paycheck? Depending on where you are on that scale, Donald Trump might be appealing to you, right? Threshold moment. What is your debate about? What would your debate be about if America is a democracy? Okay. Tell me how America is not a democracy and how it is a constitutional republic. If you want to go live together, we can go live together and have a debate. What? You don't understand what America is. You stated that it is a democracy. It's not. It's constitutional. You're calling me a fool, but you're not really saying anything, so. Okay. You know what, man? You win. You win. That's how Trump had you guys almost drink bleach. Stupid ass. Okay, threshold moment, you win. So what's your point? So does that mean you should let Donald Trump be authoritarian? Not really sure. Is that your point? And Donald Trump is proposing a 10% tariff on everything that comes into the country. Do you know what that means? That's literally inflation 101. So there's two types of ways of looking at the world in terms of economics: globalization or isolation. Trump uh, proposes and supports an isolationist view, and I'm sure Joe Biden supports a globalist type view, and all that means is free trade. Isolation is higher uh, taxes for anything that's imported. Okay, so and I don't know how people forget that Trump literally let COVID run rampant and had these idiots, these idiots not trying to wear any. How do you think he's an authoritarian? One thing he's did that makes you think he is. Dennis Dooley, um, Project 2025. That's all I'll say to you. Literally, Project 2025. Like, Project 2025 literally says we want Trump to be an authoritarian. So we're going to help him. Okay. They literally asked him, do you want to be a dictator? He said on the first day. It couldn't be more direct. You want another proof? Dennis, he tried to overturn the rule, like the of the fucking the peaceful transfer of power. Like, do you want more proof, man? And by the way, he blew up the national debt. He blew it up. So you can't say, oh, libertarian. No, he blew up the national debt. So, look, this guy, literally, you know, I believe Joe Biden needs to do a few things. He needs to stop supporting that war in Israel. If he did that tomorrow, he would win. But Benjamin Netanyahu, a fan of Trump, has made sure that Biden doesn't have the upper hand, right? And that's where they're flustered. Okay. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the reaction to the speech by Joe Biden. I've told you what I think. Leave your comments below. Subscribe and hit the like button so that we can keep expanding. All right, peace.